Dad show.
Here we go. That show. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning Scone. Presented by? Presented by? Presented by? Presented by? Morning Scone presented by? Who presents Morning Scone?
Bishop.
Boudreaux.
Hi.
Hi. Boudreaux. Bloody Mary mix, margarita mix. Gotta get my guy Darren, let him know, hey man, there's your new Boudreaux commercial. It's Drew laughing saying, Boudreaux. Boudreaux. Alright. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday so far. Hopefully that's a good way to start your Saturday. Heading to the Dome in a little while, y'all. Catholic, Curtis, noon, kickoff, rainy day, man. Thank God we got the Dome, man. If I had to go stand out in the rain to watch the state championship game today. Drew's counting to 20 a lot now.
Coffee.
What?
Coffee.
Coffee, yes. Daddy's drinking coffee. Yes, Daddy's drinking coffee. Daddy needs his coffee this morning. Let's say some good mornings. Jamie Fitch, Lauren Anderson, Trivia Carter, Blake Dayrees. Jamie. Drew has a nurse named Jamie, so he recognizes that. Chris Merrill, Brian Myers, good morning. Brian Ashcraft, good morning. Pete Kerner, Mark Vitanovich. Look at this crazy fool right now. He's just laying on the floor. He just plopped down the middle of the floor. He is cray-cray. Cray-cray. Let's see. Andrew Baer, good morning. Sheila Strickland, good morning. Good morning from work. Sorry about that, Blake. Makes you feel any better. I guess technically I'm working too right now. But it's a good gig if you can get it. Derek Blumstein, James Tyrone. Good morning, everybody. Got some Heisman today. Army Navy today. What? Poetry show. Mama? Daddy. What? Coffee. Yes. Daddy's drinking his coffee. Daddy needed his coffee this morning for show. For show, Daddy needed that coffee this morning. Mumble grumble. Let's see. Craig Sandoval, good morning. Matthew Shelley, good morning. Oops. Kyle Pierce. Let's see. Scone and Blake freaking Dayrees. Dennis Romig, good morning. Let's see. Mark, man, you all in Pelican saw they lost last night. Mark said Anthony Davis didn't do post-game interview last night after the Pelican loss. Is he already checking out and pushing for a trade? Boudreaux. I don't know if he's already checking out and pushing for a trade, Mark. I saw the tweet from Scoop earlier in the week that said they're bonk. Bonk. Drew hit his head yesterday when he was at Mama, and she said bonk, like bonk. So he's walking around going bonk, bonk, but it sounds like something else. Bonk. I saw the tweet from Scoop earlier last week about how they were looking at a trade for Davis to the Lakers that would send, I think, Ingram, Alonzo, and some others to the Pelicans. I mean, look, if you're New Orleans and you trade bonk. You trade AD, I mean, it's over. So, I don't think so. Not right now, anyway. Boudreaux. I mean, I think you got him at least this year. Let's see. Chris Crochet, how old is Drew? Coffee. Drew is 4.5. Drew was born in July of 2014. He spent the first 7 months of his life in the hospital at Texas Children's. And then he came home to Baton Rouge. He's gone back to the hospital a few more times since then, but he's 4.5. And he goes to Fresh Market. And where else do you go? Roro?
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara. Yes, you do see Barbara at Fresh Market. Yes, you do. You see, Barbara's one of his ladies at Fresh Market.
Buck.
He loves
Buck.
Barbara.
Buck.
Told Barbara the other day Drew needed another heart surgery.
Buck.
She started crying.
Buck.
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Buck.
Drew's got a lot of special people
Buck.
in his life.
Buck.
Bonk. That's funny. All right. Let's see. Mikkel, good morning. Craig Schilling, good morning. John Melanson, good morning. Matt and Drew, go Bears. Have a safe trip. Thank you, John. After we wrap up this, I'm going to bring Drew over to... Erica's going to get her hair done this morning and bring Drew over to Mama and Papa, or Mimi and Papa's house. And he'll hang there for a little bit. I'm going to head down to the Dome, watch the Bears whip up on Curtis, come back, watch some Army-Navy, have a good evening. Let's see. Matthew Shelley, U-High got it done. Man, I watched that game. It was on during AFR yesterday, so we had it on in studio. And I left work, and it was a close game, man. And I was listening to Jordy. Jordy does play-by-play for U-High. I was listening to him on the ride home, and I was like, man, they just kept swapping scores. And for those that don't live around here that don't know, so University High is the lab school at LSU, and they haven't lost a game in more than 2 years. And the last team that beat them was St. Thomas More, so they were playing in the Dome yesterday. And U-High's it's just a juggernaut team. They got like 7 D1 signees on this team. Kids that are going to like Bama and A&M and Clemson and like big guys. Running backs going to Virginia. Anyway. Got a defensive lineman committed to LSU for next year. I think y'all probably know that. A receiver committed to Georgia. Anyway, just for those that don't know. Anyway, man, they were in a war yesterday. I think it ended up 55 to 48.
FSA.
Appetite show?
FSA.
I don't know what you're saying, baby. I'm sorry. Air Force show?
From market.
Fresh market. I'm sorry, baby. I don't know what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Everybody, what time is it?
Quack.
Quack. It's a big block he likes to watch where the ducks go quack. Angela de Gravel, good morning. Alan Dar, good morning. Yeah, man, but that was a good game yesterday, man. St. Thomas More almost pulled that off, dude. It came down to it, like, they kept swapping scores, and St. Thomas More was trying to go for 2 to tie the ball game, and they missed. Well, then U-High scored. They had a chance for the PAT to make it 9, and they missed the PAT. Well, then St. Thomas More scores again, and the 2-point conversion would tie it, and missed again. And then U-High got the ball back, scored, made their PAT. It was 9, and then it was it. So, God dog, it just stormed. Anyway, that was a great game, man. That was a really, really entertaining game. Daniel Brumley, good morning. Adrian Smith, good morning from Houston. Good morning, Adrian. BJ Richard, what's up? Good morning from Nashville, James Tyrone. Chris Merrill, Tiger Basketball. They play tomorrow. What's up, Lil C? LSU Hoops plays tomorrow, 1 o'clock against Incarnate Word. Incarnate Word lost their season opener this year to Texas Tech by 50, 87-37. It's a miserable team. LSU will dominate that game. But mostly what I want to see in that game, maybe we'll talk about a little more detail tomorrow. I want to see LSU rebound. I'm sick of seeing them get out rebound. Oh.
Baby.
You sing it. He's singing the Two Bitsy Spider in French. His Roro sings that to him. La ne gypsy. What's the next line? Hey Drew. La ne gypsy. Mocha cuchera. What's next? Okay. I know. Now you're doing it. Whatever the words are. Right? Love you. You hiding behind that bottle?
Yeah, she's mama.
What?
She baby.
See, baby.
Home Depot.
Home Depot? You want to sit on Daddy's lap?
Mama.
Mama. You saw Mama yesterday, Bubba. What?
Mommy.
Mommy. Mommy. Boudreaux. That is Boudreaux right there. Mommy's getting ready to go get her haircut. Mommy's going to get a haircut.
What?
Who's on the TV? Who do you see? Who is that?
Me.
No, who is that right there?
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
You go get your haircut from Lily. 1, 2.
I'm a duck.
You want Elma Ducks?
Tell Mama.
What time is it? You want? Okay, what time is it? What time is it? Is a show? It's Big Block sings songs. Big Block does. Come on, y'all. Let's go put on What Time Is It for Drew. Y'all can see this foolishness that he likes to watch. What time is it? What time is it? Everybody, what time is it? Let's see.
Tell Mama.
Okay, time mama. Time mama is what time is it?
Tell Mama.
Sometimes I wonder. I'm very grateful that for everybody that watches this. We all hang out together in the mornings. Sometimes I wonder, like, why do y'all watch me, like, put on shows for my kid and stuff like that? It is kind of funny. Let's see. Get y'all's questions here while this loads.
Tell Mama.
Let's see. God, dog, come on. Oh, wow, I got to catch up on these questions, man. Wow, y'all loaded them up. Let's see. Okay, time is it? Let's see. Trivia, it's too early for Irish coffee. Not drinking Irish coffee trivia. Just coffee. Kenny Smith, Mark Allen, good morning. Chris White, good morning. Stephen Hoogie, go Broncos. Yeah, man, I'm pulling for Brew. David Brewerton, head coach of the Zachary Broncos, former Calico Bear. You realize that's Stephen Hoogie, right? Like, you need a Calico Bear to go win state titles at Zachary. But seriously, though. Here it is. Do you think Tua lost the Heisman last week? Yes, I do. And that's really unfortunate. And I know LSU fans... I know LSU fans are probably... You want... What time is it? Here it is. I know LSU fans don't want the Alabama guy to win it, which I understand all that. But it's embarrassing that a guy could be essentially the greatest player that college football's ever seen for 12 weeks and on a bad leg with an awful injury. He plays a bad half of football, and they're like, nope, he loses the Heisman because another guy was a stat stuffer against a Big 12 defense. That's really a shame. Just because you kind of think of like Heisman and what like a legacy award that is. It's a shame. Similar thing happened to Fournette against in 2015 with Bama. Anyway. Let's see. So, Mark, who's going to win? Murray's going to win it. That's a shame. It's not that he's not a great player, but... And they're like, oh, look at the stats. Yeah, Tua didn't... Remember, Tua didn't play in the fourth quarter. Tua didn't play in the fourth quarter for the first 3 months of the season. It's absurd. Anyway. Chris Crochet, have you seen Army's uniform? I have. They are pretty cool. I like what they do with Army and Navy most of the time. When Navy went with like those all whites with the white numbers, everything, and it snowed, that was kind of brutal. I can't imagine calling that game. Jamie Fitch, how many championship classifications are there these days? There are 9. There's 5, Class 1A through 5A, and then Division 1 through 4. So there's 9 championships in Louisiana. Let's see, Imad, LSU 45, UCF 7. I don't think you're going to see that kind of game, buddy. I'd love it. I don't think you're going to see that. Bubba Abear, good morning. Buddy Chasson, good morning. Ben Clark, good morning. Amy Boyles Kennedy, good morning. Mario Collada, good morning. Hey, Wanda Carrier, good morning. Just talking about them Broncos. It's another one. We'll see. Got to get them guys. You know, groom them at Calicut, and then they go on to start winning titles at Zachary. I tell you what. Now I'll be pulling for the Broncos for sure today. I'm happy. I'm happy for Brew and CC and hot dog. Drew, come on, man. Hey, what do we say? Use our words, Drew. Use your words. Oh, Lord. Ryan Shalesi, good morning. Christopher White, good morning. Alan Dar, a lot of offense in that game. What's your score for Cali? Not that much. Drew, hey. Use your words. Use your words. No. Use your words. I'll hold you, but use your words. Listen to me, baby. Listen to me. Use your words. Use your words. Okay? You can just lay on Daddy. That's fine. You can just lay on Daddy. No. Shh. Use your words. What do you want? Tell Daddy.
No.
What do you want? You want more... Do you want fast? Do you want Robert?
Home Depot.
Home. If you ask Papa, he'll probably take you to Home Depot. When you go see Papa, he'll take you to Home Depot if you ask him. He's a pushover. He'll do whatever you want. What? Okay, you can just cuddle with Daddy. You can cuddle, but nobody wants. But listen. Nobody wants to hear a fussy face, baby. Okay, we're gonna use our words. Okay, we use our words. No, sir. If you're gonna fuss, then you're gonna go down. You're not fussing. You're not fussing. We're not gonna fuss. We're not doing that. I might lock the door today if he's going to be in that kind of mood. I ain't ready for no little kid fussing in my face all morning. Alan Dar, what kind of game for Catholic? Not that high score. I mean, last year was 20-14. I could see something similar. You know, a 20s game. Celeste Battle. Excuse me. Scott Rodriguez, good morning. Mark, bad rain tomorrow. Saints Bucks game. Yeah, I've seen the forecast for that. Glad the Saints can run the football, man. I think they're going to win. It's funny, man, even with the rain and the Saints forecast, the point spread has continued to creep up. Last night I got it to 9.5. I saw it. Can LSU beat UCF? Yeah, man, yeah. Now, UCF's going to be motivated, and I don't like that LSU's not going to have Greedy or Fulton or Phillips for a half or Fahoko, but I'll tell you this much. You give Dave Aranda a month to prepare for that offense? Come on. LSU's got better athletes. LSU's got a better defense even without their starters. Like, it's just a matter of, like, showing up and playing your best game. You show up, play hard. But, yeah, LSU can win that game. I think they will. Daniel Crosser, good morning from Birmingham. Good morning. Mikkel, prediction for the Catholic game. Oh, I don't know. Like, to give you an honest prediction, I mean, I haven't seen Curtis play at all this year. I mean, I know what they're going to do. They're going to run that veer option, and Catholic handled it pretty well last year. Catholic's got a pretty big offensive line. Kid can throw the ball a little bit. It's a good experienced quarterback. They got a really good coach. I mean, Gabe's awesome. So, yeah, I'd love to see a close game with a chance to win it. Like, the thing I just hate to see is sometimes you get these games, championship games, like a couple days ago, like Ascension Catholic played Lafayette Christians 52-7. I mean, just let me see a really good game. You let these guys get out there and play really hard, have a good, close, competitive game, and see how it goes at the end. I'd love to see them win it, obviously. But I'd really just rather see a really, really good game. Ryan, watching from Panama City. Appreciate that, man. All right, Celeste Batto. Good morning. Drew, that sounds beautiful. Good job. Let's see. Ronnie Dugal working the election. I'll vote when I get back. Let's see Drew's camera shot. I don't think Drew's camera shy. Blake Juno, G-U-N-O-T. Good morning. Joey Graff, William Hildebrand. Drew's growing like a weed. He is, man. He's a little gross bird for sure. Doug Duhan, Charles Morento, Dennis Payne, Tom Grant. Good morning, everybody. Craig. All right, Matt. Going to do Tiger Donuts for the game. There you go. Need a place for after the game. May go to use to be the Brewbachers, but their place has gone downhill since before they moved it. All right, you talking about before the basketball game tomorrow? Tiger Donuts is great, Craig. Yeah, hit up Tiger Donuts. If you're looking for a place after the game, were you from out of town? Where are you, Craig? Because, I mean, Pluckers is just south of the campus. I mean, if you're going to the basketball game, you just go right. Pluckers is right there. Go get you some wings. But yeah, hit up Tiger Donuts, man, for sure. Val Browning, good morning. Calica. Nancy Heron, my old English teacher, she gave me B's. In me, B's in English. Me. Tiffany Cruz, good morning. Everett Himmel, good morning. Christopher White, Matt, give us a good Calica. Calica! Voice is still struggling a little bit. Got to save it for today, you know. Let's see. Brian Ashcraft, go Army. There you go. Like I mentioned before, I'm normally a Navy guy. My dad was in the Navy, so we've always kind of pulled from Navy. Hey, speaking of the devil, there's my dad right there. What's up, Pops? But I mean, Navy had won like 15 in a row. I was happy to see Army finally win one. I think they've won a couple now in a row. Rashad Ali Muhammad, what's up, Matt? Drew, hang in there, bud. Love you, man. You guys are my prayers. Thank you. Thank you, Rashad. I appreciate that, man, very much. Here he comes. Fast? Oh, okay, Daddy will show you fast. Daddy will show you fast. He likes to watch shows on fast forward. Let's see. Travis Nickens, good morning. Lenny Rodrigue, Don Bolton, good morning. Daniel Crosswell, look at the stats. 3/4, Murray still have better stats. Daniel, listen, bro. All right, I'll have this conversation one more time about the Heisman. All right. Look at the stats of 3/4, Murray had better stats. Brother, Tua threw 36 touchdowns and 2 interceptions playing 3/4 of football in the SEC. All right, forgive me for not being impressed that Kyler Murray is racking up stats against Texas Tech, Kansas, West Virginia, Oklahoma State, Baylor. Like, come on, man. Like, think about what you're saying. All right, this is the same conference where Graham Harrell threw for 5,000 yards. I'm not impressed. Like, you can be a stat accumulator in football in certain leagues. And Oklahoma, Kyler Murray's a fantastic player, man. I'm not saying he's not. But, like, if you actually watched games this year, what Tua did in that offense was just... he's a magician, man. Like, he was brilliant. And if you didn't see that, then you weren't watching. So, I think Kyler Murray's an amazing athlete and a super talent and all that stuff. But the problem with this is we had a 12-game sample where everybody agreed, Mama's car, bonk, that Tua was sensational. They were like taking Heisman odds off the board because he had it won. And because on a bad leg, he played a bad half of football, he lost the award. Like, it's stupid. It's not, you're basically saying 13 weeks prior doesn't matter because one day playing with an injury, he had a bad half. And the other guy played a bad defense and accumulated stats, and so he wins the award. Like, I mean, I know what this is. It's LSU fans not wanting the Alabama guy to win it. Like, I know that's what it is. It's not that you think Kyler Murray's amazing. It's you don't want the Alabama guy to win it, which I can understand. But the problem with that is when the shoe's on the other foot, you're going to want to go to bat for your guy. And the same thing happened to Leonard Fournette in 2015. The same darn thing happened to Leonard. Leonard was by far the best player in college football that year, and it wasn't even close. Derrick Henry carried the ball 100 times in 2 games when LSU wasn't playing. He accumulated a whole bunch of stats those days, and they had the best defense in football. And so they just gave the running back who popped stats in the last 2 weeks against Auburn in the SEC championship game, they gave that running back the Heisman. And it was just a shame. And they're going to do the same thing to Kyler Murray this week. It's a shame. Brian, I like how the game might play out tomorrow. Looks like a washout. Tampa can't run the ball to save their lives. That's true. Trivia all about Navy. Represent Marine Corps. Fast. Tiffany. Drew just wants, sometimes he does. He just wants daddy. Blaine Allen, Chuck Bro, Tamara Palmer, Kyle Larison, Brad Jean, Kevin Francis. Good morning, y'all. Stephen Robeek. What's up, dude? Hope y'all have a good weekend. See, Buddy Chasson. What are you doing right now? What you're doing right now is a big reason people watch you and your interactions with Drew in the morning. Prayers for Drew. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that very much, man. Very, very much. Chase Chabot. Good morning. Fast. Oh, you went fast again. Oh, Lord. Drew likes to watch Sesame Street on fast. I'll put it on. How about I put it on here? How about that? So I don't have to keep walking to the other room. He literally wants me just to put Sesame Street on fast. You want Sesame Street? Hey, you want fast in the other room, Drew? You want fast? You want fast? Okay, here you go, boy. It's fast. You want fast? Baby. Very fast. It's fast. Here we go. Yay. Okay, there you go, bud. Sorry, y'all. I'm sitting there staring at a chair and a coffee cup, just like looking at all my stuff back there. All right, let's see. Let's see. Tom, as much hell as we give you, Matt, you and your family are truly an inspiration. Praying for you and your family. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. And I don't mind taking the hell because I know it's all in good fun. Ben Sherville. But as you all see every day, like, Drew gives me a great dose of perspective. I really don't take anything I do very seriously because, there are way more serious things. Hey, don't you stop. No, I don't want, hey, listen, I just don't want you to turn it off, bud. That's okay. I just want you to turn that off. I don't want you to get anybody off the screen. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. He goes, he swipes the camera. I still want him to block anybody incidentally. Let's see. U-High did their thing last night. I checked the score. They got up there 55 points for the dub. LSU need their head coach. Rashad, look, I think the world of Mahaffey. That's another Catholic High guy as well. They got superstar players, man. I will be interested to see what UL looks like next year when all those guys are gone. You sit with Dada? Okay. Carl Dunn, what's up, Carl Cat? Andrew Bayer, you worry about the early game for LSU. We aren't always at our best in early day games. I don't, man, because look, by the time you get there, and you got a month to prepare, and by the time you get into game week, you can simulate that. Because remember, they're out of school, there's no class, you're not balancing tests or anything like that. Like that just becomes your normal schedule. So it's just, you just simulate that for a month. So I don't like normal game weeks. I understand why you want to avoid that morning kickoff. I don't worry about it as much in a bowl game. Burke Broussard, good morning. Andrew Bayer, BRQ after the basketball game. BRQ's good, man. BRQ's they got a good whiskey selection there as well. It's a good spot. Hey, baby. Matt, UFC fights tonight. Max or T City. Hey. I saw Max's kid dancing at the weigh-in. It was a funny video. You know what's funny though too, Andrew? Or no, it was Blake. What's up, Nick Torina? Whenever football when football starts, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Everybody, what time is it? What time is it? When football starts, I punt completely on MMA. Most every other sport, actually. I don't get to watch literally nothing cold turkey. So this is actually the time of year where I'll start getting back into MMA, through the winter and then in the spring and the summer. So maybe I'll check those out tonight. Give me Max. Let's see. Craig Dugas. I'm near Lafayette. Oh, got it. Casey Lane. Dwayne is burnt on. Come on, Casey. Hey, listen. We're not gonna fuss. You know what Daddy told you? Hey, listen. I have a question for you. Hey, come here. I have a question for you. Come here. I have a question for you. Hey, after Dad's show, do you want to go to Papa's house? Is your food done? Did you eat all your breakfast?
Papa, right.
Did you eat all your breakfast? Let's see. I think we're all done, bud. Coffee. We are done. Good job, Drew. You ate all your breakfast. Very good. What time is it? What time is it? Matt Bryant, good morning. I guess probably not the kicker, Matt Bryant. Brian Robert, Weiss family's having a late Christmas get-together on the 29th, which is the football semifinals. They don't watch sports. Is it okay if I get sick that day and stay home? Absolutely, Brian. I don't have, or if you just want to sit in the back room and watch sports the whole day, that's your prerogative. I don't have much sympathy for people that schedule things around sports that other people want to watch. The same with weddings. It's like, and I remember having this conversation with my mom because my sister, my brother got married. Hey, my brother and my sister both got married during football season. Hey, shh, come here. And I remember telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, that's ridiculous. And she's like, Matt, not everybody is into sports like you. I was like, it doesn't matter if the bride and groom are or aren't. Their guests are. And you're going to be inconveniencing people. So don't be upset if people don't show, sort of thing. So I don't care. If you want to not go to your family thing because you want to watch the championship games, and you've invested all that time all season into watching sports, and you want to watch it, I ain't mad at you. If you no-showed my family thing, I would have the games on every TV. I'd make a big day out of it. Let's see, trivia. If Ed Parrish shows up and shows out, is there any chance of coach it? I guess you mean Ed Paris, the cornerback? And the answer is no. Funny thing about Ed, man, I'll see Ed Paris over at Traction. And physically, man, he's one of those guys that'll go to, he probably won't get a combine invite, but he'll go to pro day at LSU, and he will wow everybody because he'll run and jump and all the agility drills. He's singing Barney. I love you, you love me.
Bonk.
Bonk. And it gives me to you. My little boy. Won't you say you love me too?
Mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Fast.
Fast. We did Fast as on in there. Go watch it. He's literally just got Sesame Street on fast forward. The baseball team will win 49 games, Dwayne. Oh, God. I think they will in total. Like when you get with postseason and everything, they'll get over 50, but not in regular season.
Happy birthday.
That's crazy talk. Does Fournette have a career in the UFC? Probably not, though. George Muller. Oh, Mueller. We went over this. Sorry. Glenda Blanchard, good morning. Thomas Trahan, good morning. Ronnie Dugas. Dwayne Stilema. No, Dwayne called. Dwayne called. Dwayne called on Thursday, and then while he called, Brandon Landry from Walk-Ons called, and he's like, Dwayne, I love you. I want to pay your $500 for you. And Dwayne was like, no, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to pay. He's offshore right now. So they called again yesterday with Terrio, and they tried to make a second bet with me about baseball. So we'll see. That's the 49 games. Said LSU's going 49 games. He said they're going to go 49-7 in the regular season. I'm like, you outside of your brain, kid. 49-7. I think LSU could be really good. I mean, I think they're going to be really good this year. But anyway. Craig, he better. I don't like when coach plays favoritism over talent. Best man better start. I think Dwayne watches every day under an alias. Maybe he does. I don't know. People down in Thibodeau say they know who he is. So, and he works offshore. So, anyway, Bo Major, good morning. Matt Averett, doesn't matter. Matt Bama fatigue. No one hopes he wins it. It's not what it's about, man. It's like, it's not about hoping anybody wins it. It's about like what's right. And if you're a voter and you have a responsibility to vote for the best player, that's a disservice that you're doing to it, because when you win the Heisman, it's a legacy thing. It's a forever thing. You're forever known as Heisman winner. It's a big deal. And like you take that away from someone because of, anyway. Chris Tremblay, good morning. Rusty Citadel, good morning. Let's see, who's the starting quarterback for UCF now? Is he any good? Yeah, the kid's name is, it's a junior. It's, oh gosh, hang on, I'll pull up his name. Watched him play in that game against Memphis. He's a big kid. He's like 6'5", 2'4". It's a big kid. Like he's a load. You singing, he's singing Barney. I love you. You love me. We're Mac Jr. Daryl Mac Jr. That's his name. And he's a load. LSU's gonna have trouble. Could have trouble bringing him down. Because he'll run more than Mackenzie Milton. Lee with a
you
love me.
You happy
Family. Good job, Drew.
I love you.
That's Drew's interpretation of Barney. Okay. That was supposed to be, I love you. Yeah. But we're proud of him for trying. He's doing very good. Cheryl, don't forget to vote. Good reminder, Cheryl. Thank you. I will certainly do that. Do that this evening, though, when I get back from New Orleans. Go straight over there to the poll. Let's see. Craig, still working at the Kinks. So I don't know if I'll have to work or not. Depends how busy we are today. But, you're talking about Karen Terrell, good morning. Tom Granig, we played Louisville early in Florida. That's true. You have the best cameraman in the business, Random Filters. He hadn't thrown up a filter in a while, though, man. Craig said, remember when we played Tulane 11 a.m. in the Superdome? That was rough for the fans and the team. Yeah, that was 11 years ago. It was 2007. I mean, they also played Arkansas at 11 a.m. last year in Tiger Stadium. Largely, they've avoided that 11 a.m. kickoff. But again, when it's week to week, like when you're conditioned during the season to be playing night games, and then they spring an 11 a.m. on you, that's one thing. But when you have like a month and that you can condition yourself for that one moment for a month. Dance. Fresh Market. Maybe Mommy will take you there later. Yeah. We're almost done with Dad's show. And after Daddy is drinking coffee. And after Dad's show, Dad is going to get dressed and he's going to take you to go see Mimi and Papa. Mama. You saw Mama yesterday. You want to do 5 finger? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five finger. Who does that? Who does 5 finger? Is that Papa? Papa does 5 finger. His Papa does that with him. Silly. Let's see. Andrew, BRQ is one of the best old fashions I've had. I'll have to give that a go, Andrew. Good looking out. Let's see. Randy Quinn. How does that feed him? Oh, you're talking about Drew? Oh, Ronnie, he has a port in his stomach. So they basically have a hole right in his stomach, and he's got a button there. It's a port. So it's a plastic device with a balloon on the end. So you stick essentially like if this is the layer of skin, you stick this thing in like that, and then you inflate the balloon beneath the skin so it stays put right there on the surface. And so then there's just a port you open and close. And so he has an extension that you hook up to it. And so then he's got this holds his I'm not showing you, unless y'all see it every day. I just don't know that everybody really cares, but I'll show you. So essentially you put the milk, see his formula is in that bag, and then it runs through this pump, and you set the pump to a time, right? So like a volume and a dose, or a volume and a rate. So essentially Drew gets, this is basically a can of Pediasure that he gets, and he'll get it takes about 45 minutes. We pump it in there. Because if you go too fast, like because of some of his digestive issues, like if you go too fast, he'll regurgitate. So he has like slow emptying, so it just takes a little longer. So then it just pumps into his stomach over 45 minutes. So that's what that is, man. So he doesn't get nutrition orally. We're working on, like, he gets feeding therapy to work on that, to be able to eat, orally. But that's just going to be a very, very slow process, and you can't take the feeding tube out of a kid until they can sustain themselves by getting all of their nutrition orally, and he's not close to that. But the really good thing about this is, so you see, like, this is his, come see. Hey, come see. Come see. I want to show people. People. Hey. Home Depot. Damn, I'll show him to you, but he's not coming over. What? I love you. You love me. Look, you'll see you'll see the extension hanging out of his pants on the left. You see it right there? Well, anyway, that's what you hook that pump into. The extension's connected to his port. You hook it up into there, and it pumps the food to there. Let's see. I remember being drunk from the night before, and the game wasn't really exciting. I fell asleep in the middle of the second quarter. I don't know what game you're talking about, but that doesn't sound fun. I remember the Cotton Bowl in 2002, or it would have been the January 2003 Cotton Bowl against Texas. That was miserable. That was 11 a.m. It was 50 degrees outside. I got sunburned. It was awful. The Wild Man Tyler D. I think the Wild Man Tyler D might have actually been at that Cotton Bowl with us. What odds do you place LSU having a new OC next year? One can dream. I'll give it 39%. 39%. Buddy Chasson, you don't get married or die during football season. Chris Keller, hey, Nanny Chris, good morning. Let's see, Danny Braywick. My sister got married 12 years ago during the LSU Florida game. I have to never let her forget that. So stupid. Like, I don't understand people. Like, you don't get married during football season. You don't. And here's the other part of it, too. Eventually, even if it's like an open date or something like that, eventually your anniversary is going to fall on the game day. Now, if you and your bride don't care, that's fine. But if you would care about that, then that's the problem. Like if you say, oh, well, we scheduled on the open date, we scheduled on an away game or something. It's like, eventually it's going to bite you in the ass. I'm just telling you. Let's see. For my brother's wedding years ago, I watched football on my phone during the wedding and my niece's dance review. I watched the College World Series. I didn't feel bad at all.
That show.
I probably would have gone.
That show.
That show.
Hi.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Dr. O.
Come on.
What time is it? What time is it? Dodie Sanchez Cutrer or Cutrer, good morning. Karen Terrell, good morning. Love that kid. Have there been any more reports on Alex Smith's leg? Not that I've seen, Andrew. Just that he had infections from surgery. I tell you what, man, just go. All the surgeries that we had with Drew being in the hospital as long as he was, when you have central lines and things like that, infections are a real issue, man. It's like that's sometimes, like infections are sometimes scarier than the surgery or the issue themselves, man, because when you get like central line infections or anything like it, just it slows recovery to a halt, and you have this whole new set of issues that are introduced. Like we were so lucky in 7 months with Drew at Texas Children's, never had an infection. With all of the lines he had in him, all of the central lines, all of the opportunities that anything could have been compromised, we never had one. I mean, and it was like, that's a minor miracle that never happened. With all of, and the longer lines are in, the more the increased risk of infection. So, I mean, so to your point about Alex Smith's leg, I haven't heard anything more, but infections are no joke. I wasn't surprised to hear it, man. Infections are no joke, y'all. Anyway. Ronnie, I wonder what makes him like certain stores. Drew, I don't know, man, but it's some of those stores he just goes, if it's just like the colors or the sounds or the people there, familiarity, I don't know, but you know, Home Depot, Albertsons, Fresh Market, he's got his places he likes to go. Mike Dowden, Cole Lejeune, good morning. Cheryl, wonder how that worked. Oh, you're talking about his tube, yeah. Yep, that's his backpack. We'll be wearing the orange at the dome, orange and black at the dome. Cool, AJ. We'll see you there, man. I will be on the field. I got a field pass, so I will be down there walking around on the field. So I watched the first one, Catholic one from the dome. I watched the second one from a suite, and this one I'll be on the field. Maybe next one I'll be playing. Joe Jubal, what's up, dude? Trivia, early enrollees, not sure, man. George Stroud. Excuse me. All right, we're at the end of the comments. All right, y'all, let's see. I'm going to go get ready. I'm getting down to the dome, y'all. Calici today. Go Bears. Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mixed Margarita Mix. Y'all check it out. Craig Hester sounded bored last night on TV. I watched some of it. He was calling the Eunice game last night. I saw that. Anyway, Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix Margarita Mix. Y'all check it out. If you're a restaurant owner, bar owner, or know someone who might be interested in having like a Boudreaux's specialty cocktail, it's a great idea. Carry it at the bar, you know what I mean? Support great local businesses. Maybe you're putting together a gift basket this holiday season for a client. You want a bunch of Louisiana stuff in it. Boudreaux's, great option. Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. Check it out. Boudreaux'sMix.com. Boudreaux'sMix.com. Karen, what time is the Catholic game? High noon. Karen, high noon. You can watch it on CST if you're not getting to the dome. All right, y'all. Have an awesome day tomorrow. We'll be talking about the Bears winning state again. Holler. See y'all.